as they're laying there, the girls begin to hear a tapping sound coming from somewhere in their house. However, as the tapping sort of persisted, it wasn't really consistent tapping sound. It was more sporadic, but it was consistently sporadic. Like, it was obvious whatever this was, it wasn't stopping. As that continued, the girls began to tune in more and more to it and started wondering, like, what is this? And at some point, the younger of the two girls, Karen, the 9-year-old, she started to get spooked. She comes into Tina's bedroom and she goes up to her big sister and she's like, do you hear that tapping sound? And at some point, one of the girls says, wait a minute, what if this tapping sound is what if the seance we did worked? What if she is here and now she's giving us a sign that she's with us right now? Over the next few days, the tapping sounds in the house would continue, and they were no longer just coming from the basement. They were sort of coming from all over the house. But the girls were the only ones who could hear the sounds. But after about 72 hours, post-seance, the girls began to sort of feel frightened by the tapping. It now started coming almost exclusively from their bedrooms at night, and it was frightening. But now, Frank, who previously had just sort of let this continue, this is his girl's coping mechanism for this terrible loss. Now he's seeing that his girls, they don't really think it's mom anymore. They don't know what this is. This is a problem. And they began to tell their dad, like, we think the seance worked, but we actually no longer think it's mom that's sort of come out of the seance. We think we unlocked a different spirit, an evil spirit. And now that evil spirit is haunting our house. And so fast forward about a week after the seance, and now the girls really are so scared to be in their house because of this tapping, which they believe is now this evil spirit in their house.